Hi. Can you let me know if you can hear me? Ah, brilliant. Thank you, Nikki. Oh, it all stopped again. I don't know what's going on. Brilliant. Good morning, Brenda. Good morning, Sue. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Noreen. I hope you are all well. There's a few more in there at the minute. So it looks like we won't be disturbed by the postman because he's already gone today. Hi, Lucinda. Hi, Nikki. Hope you're all well. Okay. I'll just give us a few more. Just give us another minute or so. I can see how many are coming in. Hi, Moya. Okay, Lucinda. That's okay. It may be that you'll finish your card afterwards. I've got some stuff prepped so that I can show you the finished card so I can make it up for you. Hi, Nicola. Right. We've got a few on. That's okay, Lucinda. Well, if you want to, I can give you the measurements again and we can start again. So what you need is a piece of card that is 25.1 centimetres by 14.8 centimetres. Okay, that's 25.1 centimetres by 14.8 centimetres. Oh, okay, Lucinda, fair enough. And that 0.1 is important, as I'll show you in a little while. Morning, Susan. Okay. So I think I'll make a start and everybody else can just join us as we're going along. So this is the card that we're going to do today. And if I open it, as you can see, it then opens a topper, a little mini topper on the top. And then you've got another card or the main card inside. And it makes up to be an A6 card. So it fits in a C6 envelope. Okay. So we're going to look to do this. I've got some of my panels already prepped so I can go through bits and pieces with you as we go along. So what we've got to remember is when we put it together is how backwards it goes, especially with this topper, this top mini topper, that in actual fact it's got to go backwards. All right, so this is what we're going to start with. Now, the first thing we'll do though is look at the panels, and then we can score the card towards the end. So take your main score panel, your two cards. So you've got two pieces of cards that are your bases. So you've got the large base card here, which is the 25.1 by 14.8. And then you have the one that's going to make up the topper, which is 15 centimetres by 7.5. Okay. So we'll come back and score those a little bit later on before we make the card up. So I'm just going to put that to one side. And what you will also need is the pattern paper as well. Let's just move this out of the way a second. So you should have 3 pieces of card roughly this size. Well, this size. 2 are 14.4 by 10.1 and 1 is 14.4 by 10 by 2, 10.2. And then that's this one. And I usually write on the back just middle, so I know it's going in the middle. All right, so it's just like one, it's just that 0.1 of a millimetre extra. And then the other 2 are for the other panels. Then we've got the 2 of the smaller panels, the little flat panel that we are using, which is 14.4 by 3.6. And then we've got 4 toppers for the shorter, the mini card toppers, the papers, which are 7.1 squared. So 7.1 by 7.1. One of these will be cut down unless your paper's fine enough when we make it up to go on the back. So if I bring my other one back, this one here at the back, you can just cut the paper or once you've actually put the topper on, or if it's thinner paper, you can actually layer it up and then glue it down, okay? But it's just to cut down on the bulk if you've got thicker card, which that one was that I made up. This is slightly thinner. So that's what we'll be looking at. We'll go over all of that again in a minute, or a bit later on. So that's the other bits that we have. So that means then we have 3 mini toppers to work on, and I've done 3. I've stamped 3 of them and coloured 2 of them. Okay, so that's what we're going to end up with. And then we're also going to have 3 of the larger pieces, and this one is the middle bit. So this is the slightly larger piece, and again, I've just made a note on the back. These are using the All and Create stamps. I decided I was going to use these little mini people by Janet Klein. Obviously, whatever you've used is fine. It can be anything, as I mentioned before. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to stamp 1 panel up and then colour in 2 of the panels as we work together. It's got a little bit of colour in as well. And then go through how we make it all up. Okay, is that all right with everyone? Okay, hopefully that's all right. So I'll just take this one and that one to the side, and I'll put these to the side as well. Lots of stuff going on the side for the minute. So is everybody okay with what I've just gone over with? Hi Lynn, and hi Sheila, because I know you're on WhatsApp. So hello Sheila. Thanks Brenda. So are there any questions at this point? Morning Nicola, or Nikki, not to confuse you with the other Nicola. Yeah, no questions? Or am I just giving you a little time to type it? Okay. Right. So I'll just put that one to one side for colouring, and then I'm going to stamp up this one. Hello Megan, how are you? Now I am going to use my stamp press to do this morning. So should any of it not stamp properly, I can go back and do it again. Now I was going to do some extra colouring on this and create with some shading, some hills and things, but because all the other cards are so CAS, I decided not to do that, and we'll do something different with that technique and building up pictures another time. So this time I'm going to use another All and Create lady by Janet. This is one with butterflies on. This actually goes with the sentiment that I've used. So this one's going in the middle opposite this sentiment. You have been my friend, and that in itself is a tremendous thing. And I've left enough space so somebody can write the message. Okay, you can write a message in your card for it. So that's what. So this little girl goes with that. All right. I'm going to do something slightly different. I'll stamp her first, and then we'll stamp the grass, which will go over her feet slightly, but that's fine. That's not a problem. So decide on where you want to do it. So at this point, if you have a look at which section you want to stamp up, get ready to stamp, because this is what we're now going to be looking at. So let's make sure she's on straight. Yeah, I think she is. Oh, you can't actually see what I'm doing, can you? Oh no, Angela, you've got to turn it over. Oh. Oh, Pauline's having a little problem getting in, so hopefully she'll be able to join us shortly. Just let her know that I've seen that message. Which panel you're? I'm stamping the middle one. So this is the middle one. So this is the one that's 10.2 wide by 14. That's it. 14. No, not the papers. I'm sorry. This is the topper. So this is 14 centimeters long by 9.8 centimeters wide. Hi, Pauline. She's in now. That's good. Glad you can join us. Okay, so this is the middle panel. So it's the 14 by 9.8. All right. I have what's quite a good idea if you want to make more of these. I actually made up a little dummy one. Take that off for a minute. So I've actually written everywhere what I want, where I'm putting it, and what I'm going to do with all the sizes, just to help me remember everything I'm doing. Okay, so that's it. We're doing the middle panel. So I'm doing the middle panel. Right, so let's just stamp this one up. I'm sure most of you have ahead of me now and done this. Right. You're welcome, Lucinda. Clean up a little bit. And then just create my little scene. Now with anything, any stamping, this hasn't got a lot of silhouette in it, but anyway, still hold it in contact with the paper so that it makes it easier for the ink to transmit. Yeah, and it's still a bit pale here. Here's what's been happening. I think my ink pad could be running out. Let's just see how that's going. No, that's a little better. That's better. That'd be better. So take the sample. And then I'm going to decide where I'm going to put my grasses, and I'm going to put, I think I might put a couple of layers on here actually. So it's like she's standing behind the glass. Make sure this is on straight. So I hope everybody's had a good week this week. I've been quite busy actually. Been out and about. Hi, Erica. Oh, I'm sorry. I did think I had a technical hitch earlier on, Erica, and then it seemed to go live again. So apologies for that you couldn't find it. Did you order the new ones? The one day special last weekend for their anniversary? Okay, now I'm going to use, I want a little bit of plastic. Where's a plastic bag on? Oh, I had a plastic bag handy. Because I want to place this grass, and of course now it's inked up. No pops it. Yes, plus Tracy's new set. Yeah, I have to say, so did I. So did I. So I'm just lining up my grass here. Do you have any of the other Janet Klein characters, Erica? So also, how's everybody feeling about the new Clarity stamps? Have you seen them? the ones that are on the 1 day special tonight. That's the poppets from. Oh, I don't know how lined up that is. It's not. Looks like it's moved. The spare piece of paper here. Hang on a second. The poppets from Pergamano. Okay, Erica. Nice set. So did you get Frida as well? Did you manage to bag Frida? So yeah, so I know you're all stamping at the same time as I'm talking, and you have to type to answer me. When you get a minute. I'm just wondering what you think of the new Clarity stamps, the poppets from they're going under the Pergamano name though, so too cutesy. They're very different for Clarity, I have to say, which is what Barbara's already said as well. Put a bit more grass in, I think. A bit more there. I love it. A bit. Yes, actually, Lynn, they do. That's a really good point. Yes, looking like Lily of the Valley. I think they kind of do. Yeah, I see where you're coming from on that. I know that they're the Christmas ones. I don't know if any more is going to be coming out. I don't understand why they're Pergamano. Well, I think not for me. That's a good thing. I think they may have gone under the Pergamano name because they're not typical Clarity. That's only me saying that. I haven't read anything. I haven't seen Barbara explain why. I don't know whether she'll say anything tonight about it. But I was just wondering whether they've gone under the Pergamano name purely because they are so different. And so she's still managing to keep a distance between them. If you see what I mean. I hope that makes sense. But as I say, I don't know that for fact. I probably should have laid my grass down slightly differently. Looking at this, but that's okay. Not for me. I like them, but not bought yet. Well, more. It's on the 1 day special, isn't it, tonight? So on Hochanda, I don't know if you're going to buy from Hochanda. I don't know what the prices will be, so I doubt whether they've released the prices on their website yet either. Be interesting. Right, so I've got some grasses down. How are we all doing? Are we all stamping along okay? You all getting your picture down? And then I'm just going to do some butterflies. I'm just adding a couple of butterflies around. Maybe if I do a little one up there and a big one here, and I'll do another big one there. I'll move it so you can see what I'm doing. Sorry, the way the camera is makes it awkward for me. Right, I think you can see what I'm doing now. Oh, look at that. A little butterfly. I definitely think I need a new ink pad. Or I need to be a bit more. Not aggressive, but give it a bit more willy. There we go. That's better. I know they're okay. They stamp really well because I've used them before, so I know they stamp really well. And then, where am I going to put them this time? Can I put some more in? Maybe just the one. Yeah, I'll just do one big one there. Okay. So everybody got going on their image? Now I have decided I was going to watercolour, but then I was playing around with my watercolouring and I decided actually I'm going with my polychromo pencil, so that's what I'm actually going to be colouring in with. Depending on the card you've got, depending on the finish you want, then you can obviously use whatever medium you'd like to colour them in. So whatever we will do some watercolouring for you. And you've got pencils, you've got your inks. Don't forget your distress inks, and in fact most dye-based inks, in fact, you can paint with. So your memento inks, your artistry inks, that kind of thing. So I'll get that out of the way. And I now have dirty fingers, so I'll just give them a wipe. Okay. So how are we all doing? Do we have something stamped? I'm just going to put wrong side. Oh no, it's not. I'm just going to lean on this to colour because I find it easier. So has everybody got something stamped up? I'm going to hope that you are. I'll give you a few moments anyway. Colouring will slow us all down. So hopefully everybody will be able to catch up while we're doing that. And then I said, I'm going to use my Pergamon. I've got Pergamon on the brain now. I'm going to use my Faber-Castell Polychromos. Thank you, Erica, Nikki, and Sue. So, and Pauline. Thanks, Pauline. And then got a little moment for colouring. So now, of course, that I've got to colour and talk to you. Not the easiest thing to do, as we know. We all go silent. Thanks, Moya. Has everybody got the rain that we've got here in New Milton? I'm hoping it's going to calm down. I was going to do some gardening. I'm just going to make sure that my ink is dry. Just going to block this. Now decide on how we're going to do this. So I think I'm going to start on the face first. Let's give it a slightly darker face. Oh no, they're cheeks, aren't they? That's how. Yeah, maybe we'll do that with the cheek. Okay. I normally always have a spare piece of paper just to test the colouring. Mm-hmm. Go that colour. I'm going to come down the colour actually, I think. I'll go with that one. Yeah, that's for the cheeks. Yeah, okay. Sure. Depending on what you're using. Oh, Nikki, where are we? No, yeah. Okay, Moya, so you're dry for the minute. Okay, Nikki, you got the same weather here. It's actually raining here as well. Still, it's that very Well, actually, it's quite a heavy drizzle, really. Just grey and windy as usual. Oh, Brenda, we've not had a bad week, really. I don't think down here, unless that's just me preferring it not to be really hot. Okay, Nicola. Are you you're back home in Amersham, I take it, yep. And Brenda, you're Basingstoke, aren't you? Or have I got the wrong? Yes, I think you are, aren't you? So I'm just going to cut. Now, depending on what medium you're using, if you're going to use colouring pencils, then you can, if you've got polychromos, you want to use them, or even the Caran d'Ache they're very similar, really. You can lay some colour down very gently. Flicking. So we do it really gently. Now you can flick the colour on. You can also just use circles as well. Entirely up to you how you want to colour your piece in. You can just do it very gently, and then I'll add some shading as well here. Okay, Nicola. Right, Brenda. I'm going to Basingstoke tomorrow. I'm going to the Vine. I'm meeting my friend I haven't seen. Angela is her name. I haven't. Well, the last time I saw her actually was at her husband's funeral, which was not the greatest place. That was in February. But I haven't seen her for a year since before that, with all sorts of things going on last year. So it'd be lovely to catch up with her. The house isn't open, so I'm hoping it's not going to be too wet tomorrow. Hopefully it'll stay dry, even if it is cloudy. It'll be good to get together. Nikki, yes. I've been meaning to try get mine back out as well. Get my Memento ink out and get colouring with alcohol markers. I think I might just do that next time I'm colouring these. I've actually got some of these characters stamped out. One with Memento, ready for alcohol inks, and one using VersaFine Clair. So you may just inspire me to get on with it. It's not a bad place to go, actually, Brenda. It's quite nice. We were at Kingston Lacey on Monday. It was my mum and dad's 63rd wedding anniversary. So we went over there just for, not all day, for a couple of hours. It was very warm. It did come out there. So it was nice. Awful traffic, though, going. Don't know why. But that was nice as well. I do like Kingston Lacey. I'm just adding some shade here. Back over with my other pencil. Trying to think if I've done anything else really very exciting. Don't know that. Well, I went and saw Sue. That was exciting too, wasn't it? That was nice on Wednesday. So that was lovely. I could drop Sue right in it now and recommend her shortbread and lemon drizzle cake. Been to work. Oh, and Nikki, what about you? Yes, it was Sue. It was lovely. How's your week going then, since you have now officially retired? You're probably going to have so much to do that you won't know how you did it whilst you were working, aren't you? That's what you're going to end up saying. Did you get a good send off from work? It's all right, I know you're colouring. And Erica, how are things going with you? Is school finishing, or are you carrying on, or what's happening there? A little bit of pink for her cheeks. Oops, she might have a bit too much pink there. Might have to take that down a bit. Okay. What colour hair shall I give her? What colour hair has my other lady's got? Where are they? Hold on a minute. I think I've got blonde and blackish hair, haven't I? I think I'll do some lighter browns. A bit of orange or something in it. Let's have a look at these. Oh. Okay, Pauline. Go and see your dad. Oh, and then into the lighthouse, lovely and social distance. Oh, that's lovely, Pauline. Oh, that's nice. Oh, Susan, sorry. I need to look at my phone as well as talk to you, don't I? Right, just finished stamping. We'll catch up. Oh, Susan, we're not in a hurry. Oh, you've just done all. Oh, I like your theme, your Parisian theme. Very nice. Like that. Okay, okay, Erica. Not too bad. 2 weeks to go, is that? Or is that only 1 week now? When's the 10th of August? 2 weeks, isn't it? 2 weeks Monday. Saturday. No, when is it? I think it's a Monday, isn't it? I'm having my hair cut. Yeah. Okay, 2 to go then. Or good luck with your last 2 weeks. Can't have been easy for everyone. Oh, Nikki. I love your gnommies. Oh, your gnomes are gorgeous. Where did you get them from? To have time to do all things like no send offers, hadn't worked for 2 months and made a quick. Oh, okay then. Okay. So you didn't. So did you go in for your last shift then? Love it. Hobby art stamps. Oh, they are so gorgeous. I love your gnommies. Brilliant. Okay, Susan, that looks really good as well. What's everybody else doing? It's going to be a surprise, isn't it? Okay, right. So let's get on with the hair. Which way shall I do this? Let's give her a bit of orange. Let's give her a bit of terracotta colours. I think I'm going to mix it up a bit. Let's just see what I'm doing. It's very weird. I don't know, because I've turned the sound off of my iPad, whether you hear me speak first and then see the picture as it catches up, or whether it's all together for you. Okay. Oh, you did pop in on Monday. Oh, at least you got to see everybody before you did go. That's nice. I wonder. Let's colour that bit in at the back there. I don't like that. She's going to have her hair all the way down her back, even though you can't see it all. Right. Oh, okay, Nikki. I guess they've had a bit of a time of it all as well, haven't they? I'll be writing to everyone as well this week to see when you'd feel comfortable meeting in the halls again. Um, we should have been, well, should have been Taunton today, and then it would have been Dorset next Saturday. So I don't know. Maybe you'd like to have a think about that, and I'll get in touch with everyone. I don't even know if the hall in Taunton, well, it's Ashiel really, isn't it? I don't even know when that hall's opening. I need to get hold of Peter, I think, because they originally said it wouldn't open before August. And quite a few around here haven't opened either. They haven't opened up yet. So but St Leonard's has been open, which is interesting. I've even said I'll volunteer to go on their committee. Could be letting myself in for all sorts of difficulties there, but anyway, thought I'd better help out for the minute, see how that goes. You never know, might get the scoop on something. And those of you in Dorset and Hampshire, hopefully you all got the email showing you, giving you the dates for next year. I've just booked them. We don't have to use them all, but I've just booked them now so that we can, at least we know we've got room. We've got a venue to go and look at, or to go and look at, to join and meet up in. Right, so let's give her, what colour dress am I going to do? Should we go really bright? I think I'm going to go a nice bright turquoisey blue, I think. Let's just go for it. I think we'll go for, that green look nice, so probably should sharpen my pencil slightly. So how are we doing? We don't have to colour all of them in today. I've made mine so I can actually make the card up so you can see where we're going. I think most of you will be okay, or no, some of you may have already made the card anyway. I thought, well, it's something different. If any of you have got any ideas, you want to have a go at something, let me know. If you want to do a tag book or any kind of different kind of book or something, but it's getting the canvases to you if you haven't got one. Or how many of you are likely to have a sardine or a mackerel tin can thing? I have to ask my parents because I don't eat that kind of fish. But we could do some mixed media working with a tin can. Anything really. Maybe we could do something like that. Maybe the tin can, maybe a soup can as well as a pencil holder or something. If you've all got it. If you're all likely to have one at home. Excellent. Good one, Nikki. No, Erica, I don't think, well, I'm not bin diving, no. I suppose if my parents had thrown it away, I probably would have to go bin diving, but I've already warned Mum to hang on to them. Did you see the shows where Tracy and Adam were talking about that? That was so funny. Yes, yes, Lucinda. It's like me getting Mum and Dad to eat the sardines or the mackerels or things because I don't eat them either. I do have two empty cans from soup though, so I can make that one up. I do have one here for the sardines. I need them to eat the other one so I can make one up for you and then use it on the day. Wasn't it, Erica? That was so funny. Did anybody else see it? I mean, I don't know. Some of you like all and create. I don't know if all of you. That was just hysterical. So funny. We will be using other stamps as well. So I just wanted to use these today. I've used them for single cards, but I thought we'd do something like this, you know, just an ordinary card, but I thought I'd use them today. Different. Nikki, waiting to watch it on Cat. Yeah, well, Nikki, it's hysterical. Both of them with Adam are so funny. Nicola. Do you know anybody that's got that eats sardines so you can have the can? I don't have a fish tin. Oh, that's Nicola. Oh, Moya, you're the one that's allergic. Oh, good no. Mint tins, yes, yeah. I mean, they're smaller, but yes. This was the can. I've actually got it over in my messy desk at the moment. This was the size. This was the can I'm talking about here. Oh, this is actually a herring one. I mean, it doesn't matter or anything like this kind of shape, but the mint will work as well. Mint tin cans will work. They're just slightly smaller, aren't they? Soup cans work. We could do that. Yeah, that would be good. Okay. So what else? We could do. I'm trying to think really. Let me know, Nikki. Oh, large hang ones. We'll buy some of. I love them. Hate them. I could ask my boss to buy some and I could feed them to the kids. Oh yeah, Moya, have you got any cats that can eat the fish? Or those that don't eat fish, give them to the cat. Do you have a cat handy? It's quite a large tin, isn't it? I don't know because I don't eat them, as I say. I just nick them off my mum and dad, and she bought 2 more this week when we were shopping. Right. Okay. Now I don't know what colour to do her petals. What colour should I do her petals? There's a butterfly. There's her stockings as well. So what colour shall I do her stockings? Let's do my treat my dad. Oh, Brenda, where are we? We used Nescafe Azera coffee tins to make pencil bits. Oh, right. So you keep the lid for them. Now, see, I'd have a problem with that because I don't drink coffee. Maybe I make my mum and dad use it. Yeah, you got to use this coffee. Let's have a bright orange flower, I think. We're going all out on the colour stages here, I think. yellow as well. Oh, that does need sharpening. There's that blue as well. I'll do it while I'm here. Okay, we can have a look at that. Right. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Good live session when I go to sleep, isn't it? Colouring. So what else is new? Oh, that was a bit silly, Angela. Colour the inside of her eye. Okay, so what else is happening? Don't know. Are any of you going down to your local gym? Are you going to try? I don't know how many of you go to the gym actually. You're probably all sitting there laughing now, aren't you? Because I just asked you that. Or maybe your other halves are eager to get back to the gym, some of you. How's Phoebe getting on, Moya? Is she still having a lovely time? When does she come home? Right, so then we're going to do a little bit of yellow around here. Okay. Excellent. That is good news. Let's give her yellow and orange stockings, I think. Has anybody got any plans to get away, staycation, or any of you able to go anywhere? It's a bit weird with the grass not showing over. Sort that out in a minute. Okay, right. So I'm going to give this little girl, I think I'm going to give her blue eyes. Yes. Wow, what kind of blue is this? Well, they're definitely going to show, aren't they? Yeah, I just remembered I didn't put the whites in the eyes of my other little lady. Oh, it doesn't matter. Let's do it nice and bright. And she's looking at her butterfly. quite tempted one day on one of these girls. Sorry, that's gone a bit weird. Is to put some red lines in the whites of her eyes as though she's had a late night. Oh, I'm just. Oh dear, look at me. You're all talking to me, and I'm ignoring you. Oh, okay, Nikki. Oh, let's hope so. Day trips. Oh, that's nice, Lucinda. Oh, you're coming this way then. That's nice. Okay, Moya. Yeah. Oh, hopefully you'll get there in September. Or possessed. Yes, Erica. Oh, Brenda, that's wonderful. For your 50 what? Your birthday or your anniversary or your... I'm not being rude about that either. I just want 50th anniversary. Okay. That's cool. Well, I don't know when we're going to get back to America. This is going to be a bit of an issue for us, really, isn't it? With a baby on the way. Can't see us get. Oh, I've done her eyes too. Oh well, she's going to look a bit possessed now already. Yes, trying to get out to see the family again. Don't know what's going to happen there. We won't be going this year. That's a dead cert. It's not so much getting out there, of course. It's also Dad being, well, all of us actually, but Dad more so, insured. His insurance is going to go through the roof. So, don't know what we're going to be doing that way yet. But hopefully, we'll get out there. Way past that birthday. Oh, Brenda. I'm sure you're not really. Well, that's nice, everybody. Well, hopefully you'll get away. Costa Rica. That sounds fun. Have you been before, Nikki, or is it a new trip for you? I'm going to have to do something here. I think covering my feet. What I do? Put some extra bits in. New trip for what? Oh, how amazing! Oh, fantastic! Oh, well, let's hope you can get out there then. That's lovely. I don't know if Nancy's watching today. I don't think she is. Nancy, was on my Berkshire trip, on my Berkshire workshops with Lucinda, and I don't know, has she been? I think she did come to Dorset once, didn't she? Her and her husband have done a lot of travelling, bird watching. They've seen some amazing stuff. They will insure us until 80. Yes, Brenda. My mum and dad did have cover. Unfortunately, they are now past that age. So, Dad is 84 this year, and Mum is 85. But he's got underlying health conditions, which is why the insurance, it was before Corona virus or COVID, whatever we call it these days. It was high for him. It's difficult for him. So hopefully we'll get to see everyone. Maybe we will get out next year. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. Yay. What else is going on? So we've got Clarity on tonight with the Poppets ODS that some of you like and some of you don't. It is very different for her, I have to say. Which she's already said that herself. I think they might be quite, some people are going to really like them. They're quite cute if that's what you're into. We'll have a look. What else is going on? You're too busy colouring now, aren't you? And if I'm chatting away, of course, you have to stop colouring to answer me. Probably should, pencil is probably the slowest way of doing this. I think I'm gonna add some more grassy bits in here, I think. So okay. Just give these a little bit of darkness around the edges, along the base here, and then I'm going to try and blend them all back together again. Definitely quicker if you're watercolouring than with pencils. That's okay. And I will bring the grass down a bit further, I think. Okie dokie. Could be a little thicker, I think. Just a bit braver. There we go. Okay. All right. Do you have any plans for the weekend, any of you? Or this after, well, apart from that it's raining, but if it clears up. Able to see any family or anything? Or go out shopping? Has anybody been out shopping yet? To the shops? I don't mean food shopping, I mean dress shopping, kind of, you know, just casual shopping, social shopping. I noticed we were all silent on the gym, so I guess we're not going to be rushing to the gym anytime soon. Oh, lovely, Susan. Is this the first one since lockdown? Is this the first cut? Babysitting. Oh, Nikki, that's lovely. Oh, Susan, how exciting. It was a relief to get my hair cut, I must say. So I have to say, I think he took the fringe a little bit shorter than I would normally like. But then, considering how long it was, any cut was going to make it look shorter. But anyway, so it's all right now. Gets to the right length just in time to get cut again, doesn't it? Okay. Now I've just got to put your haircut last. Oh, Pauline, really? Was that because you had to? I know somebody else whose haircut had gone up an extortionate amount to cover PPE, which I was thinking about actually. The amount it had gone up for um, this person, I was thinking about that. I thought it was absolutely completely ridiculous if they charged that, because if it's an extra £12.50 just for you, Pauline. Yes, that's what. So if it's 12, but they're not spending £12.50 on you alone. They'll have one mask which costs, I don't know, 75p or whatever it is, and so the other, if they've got to use the big plastic mask things, I don't know what they're called, Erica, but those big ones, well, then they're using it for more than just you. It's a ridiculous amount of money to say that they want per person. Yeah, may not go back. No, I wouldn't either. I didn't get charged that extra, but I wasn't in the shop. They came here. So I am back at the shop next time, so I'll see if we get extra money on that. And then I'll say you can come and cut it here. That is extortionate. £12. There's no way they're spending £12.50 on you. God, shields. Thank you very much, Erica. Yeah, because ours had the shield on, so I don't know. We had stuff on shoes. What was that, Pauline? We had. You're all reading WhatsApp at the same time as doing this. Might stick to. Yeah, Nikki, definitely. We had stuff on shoes. Oh, bags put in bags. Masks and gloves had to be worn. Yeah, we've got to be careful. We can't. They're only allowed 3, and they're charging more due to reduced footfall. Yeah, but it's going to be even further reduced if they charge that much, though, isn't it? Because if my hairdresser charged me £12.50, I'd have to extra. I think I'd have to reconsider. But then I guess it could be the same everywhere. I don't know. I don't think it is. Other people are still managing to keep the cost down. I agree. It is reduced footfall in the fact that they can only have so many in the shop at one time, can't they? Ours at the shop here that we go to, they can only have what did he say? 3 clients and 3 stylists in the shop because of the size of their shop. So I know they need to get their money back, and I can understand that to a degree, but I still think £12.50 is a lot of money extra. £10. It just seems. I don't know what colours do with butterflies. Just seems a bit dear to me. I know you want to help them out and that. Gosh, I don't know what colours do with butterflies. Shall we do? They were purple and pink last time, so I don't want to do them that colour now. Let's do. Hang on, let's do red and yellow then, or something. Have I got a red out? No. Let's do red. I'll use that yellow. Right. Oh, well done. Oh, really? What colour did you go? Blue? Pink? Green? £3 for dry cut that covers the extra. Yes, Noreen, £3 I think is far more reasonable than £12.50. I do understand that they've got to do something. I just think that you have to be sensible about it as well. I mean, you know, if you're going an extra £12.50, I don't know how much people's haircut is, but even it's 30 quid, £42.50 sounds a lot more to have to pay out every 8 weeks or whatever it is than 30 quid. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I know, everybody's struggling. I just think you just have to be a little bit reasonable about it, really. Let's do. Where are we? Oh, okay. Talking to Pauline. What else is going on? Tempted with pink. Ash blonde. Ah, lovely. Yeah, you just have to go for it, Erica. Fishy that has colour put in her hair now. Although it doesn't hide all the grey, I have to say, I don't have the grey completely covered. Ash blonde, I think, will look lovely on you. Are you pleased with it? I know when I've gone in, I've been tempted every now and again to go in and have blue streak or something like that put in my hair. I don't think so, though. I don't know that I'm ever going to do that. No, some people have all sorts of colour, don't they? Oh, excellent. I'm glad to hear that. I'm going to hopefully do the Shack lesson about colouring eyes in. Well, I say hopefully, I've just got to find the time to sit down and do it. But I'm going to practice doing eyes, I think. Has anybody else been doing the Shack? I nearly went for it as lockdown hair. What, pink you mean? Your students would have been impressed. I would like to have seen that. There was lots of people doing different things, weren't there, in lockdown with their hair. What's going on there? Did the Oriental and Flowers and Bower. Is that what you've done, Pauline? Oriental and Flowers and Bower. Is that what you've done on your card? Is that what you mean? Trying to find out. No, Nikki. I don't think you want to go to Pauline's hairdresser. It has been tough on a lot of people, hasn't it? Okay, Brenda. Yeah, I want to look at the colouring ones just to finish the colouring. Oh, Angela, you've coloured these. Now I've got 2 red at the top and 2 yellow at the bottom. That wasn't very well thought out, was it? Oh, you mean the the Shack, don't you, Pauline? That's what you're talking about. Oh, excellent. Excellent. Yes, that was not well thought out. That was not well planned, Angela. From a colouring point of view. Oh well. The yellow ones are going to be down the bottom now, then, aren't they? There we go. Oh, in the woods. Okay. I don't think I've seen that one. I did do one of the first drawing ones when she, right at the beginning actually, when she was doing the tree. I did quite like how it came out actually. It's rather good. And then I'm not sure I shared it with all of you. I think I only put it in WhatsApp. I think it might only been Taunton. I don't think Dorset was up. I actually did a frog. I drew a frog for my nephew when he was moving into his new home on a lily. You know, welcome to your new pad kind of thing. Which I hand drew. Which, you know, anatomically speaking, would not have won me any prizes. But it didn't look that bad. I was quite pleased with what I did actually. Drawing a frog, as I've never done one before. Okay, right, I'm just gonna blend these out a little bit using the blending tips. How are we all doing? How are we all getting on? Gosh, it's 11:15 already, nearly. I'm not going to colour my other little topper in, but what I will do is I'll wait for everybody to catch up, and then if you're ready, then we can do a few. Well, it's up to you. If you want to do one, do a little bit more colour in, and then maybe actually we could start putting the card together, and then you could do a little bit more colour in on your toppers before sticking them down. You don't have to have them all down. There's one you can't put down until it is ready, depending on how you want to close your card up, kind of thing. Oh, I know what I was going to do here. These are blending all right. Nikki and Megan, are you okay? And Lynn, busy colouring? Okay. Let's get our hair sorted out, shall we? Your very front mini topper has to be finished. Oh, which is going to be the one I was colouring in. Oops. Okay. I am going to have to colour her in then. Oh, that's not the right colour. Okie dokie. Now, what am I going to do with you then, missus? It's alright. I'll just. Right, I'm just mumbling to myself here, as you can probably tell. Sorry, I've just had a message from my sister. Who is up very early. She wouldn't be talking, she's 5 hours behind us. She's up early in her world. Yes, not very happy with how my feet turned out. I should have stamped a bit higher, I think. Let's make it a bit more, bits of grass outside, I think. I know, it's just very hard to talk and colour at the same time. That's why the presenters don't do it. They say you don't want to watch it, it's because they can't talk and colour at the same time. It's quite tricky, actually. You get into the mode of colouring, don't you? Okay. All right. How's everybody doing? I'm gonna have a, won't be too long. I don't know if I've got time to finish this one. Just keep an eye. Yeah, we'll just have 10 minutes more, I think, or so, and just about 10 minutes colouring, and then I'll go through putting the card together. Oh, poor Gilly. Okay. So, Pauline and Sheila, how are you doing? Excellent, Pauline. Thank you. So we won't be too long. Just be scoring stuff in a minute. Gillian is sending you virtual hugs from Florida. I know some of you have met her. I know, actually, most Dorset and Hampshire. Quite a few of you seen, haven't you, when she did the emergency run with my calves? And she's sending you virtual hugs from Florida. See, yeah, I shouldn't have started with this one. I will, Lucinda. Thank you. Oh yes, you would have met her because she did a class with us, didn't she? When we were in Berkshire. How's Rebecca doing, Nicola? How's she getting on? I suppose they haven't been having their dancing, have they, or anything like that? Or have they done anything on Zoom? Right, what is the time? 22 minutes. Yes, I'm not going to get this one finished, so I'm not going to rush it. I'll give you a few more minutes. Where are we? Okay, yep. Sheila, good. You're okay. Noreen, thank you, Noreen. I'll tell her you said hi back. Yes, Lucinda, you did. Yeah, I remember that. Suddenly came to me. I don't know what I did. I must have put her off. She's never come again. Not that she's here a lot, is she really? So, okay, I'm just going to put my pencils away. We can finish. I can finish that one up. I can show you what we're going to do, so that's not too bad. Oh, she's having these. Yeah. So I'll finish her off, and oh, that's going to be quite annoying. I just suddenly thought of something. Oh, that's all right. I know what I can do. I know what I can do. All right. That's my fault. I should have done the little one first. Okay. So if we get to a point where we can comfortably stop colouring for a minute. So I'm just putting pencils away here, just so I don't drop them on the floor. No, Pauline, we haven't scored the card yet. I left it till now, so we all did it together. So that's what we're going to do next. We're going to do the scoring and the gluing, putting the paper on. So let's get this out of the way and bring our pieces back in. Oh, well done, Angela. See, you were going to go on there, weren't you, Poppet? So I'm going to have to. Okay, I'll do that. And a little one. Right. Moving everything out of the way. You ready to score? Oh, I need to put some. I have sharpied my ladies, my toppers and things. So sharpied around the edge. So just do this one. Right. She had dancing. Oh, I'm catching up with you on that. Scare. I don't think it was you that scared her off, Lucinda. She seemed to have fun then. Great, Nicola. Do say hi to her for me. Excellent, Susan. Right, and some of you are ready. Right, okay then. Let's just go through. this little bit. I don't know that it's going to take an age to do. These over here. Okie dokie. So we've got our pieces here then. You know, I've even written myself notes where I'm scoring. So with your score tool handy, is everybody okay if I do this? Some of you have said you're ready. Hopefully. What I might do as well, if you're okay with it, I'm going to try and get time. I might do a video just of making it all up. Would that help everybody rather than having to go all the way through this again to see it? I don't know. Would that help? If I link it into the blog, just let me know if that's going to help you or not. Okay, so with our card on our scoreboard, however you're going to do it, you can do it on a trimmer as well. If you've got your score blade trimmer. Okay, Susan. So I can't promise that'll be done today, but I will have a go at getting that done. All right. I'll have to make another one up, so I'll have to make another card up to do it. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you want to score from one end. So I'm going to score, and I know this is backwards on the camera. Is it backwards on the camera? I don't know. So with the card up to, or wherever you are measuring it, you need to score 10.5 centimetres. Okay, Brenda. Okay, Nikki. So 10.5 centimetres. I'm going to stand up to do this. You need to score at 10.5 centimetres from one end. Okay. Then turn the card round. Oh, you don't have to. I do, purely so I know it is at the. Oh, look at my hair falling out when I'm talking to you, Sandy. And then you want 4 centimetres from the other end. Okay. So it's 4.5 and 10. I mean, you could have done it this way, actually, realise, but you need to make sure you have the longer end. It's what, 10.5 and 4.5 and 4 centimetres, okay? Which actually works out at 10.5 and 17. I'd just like to confuse you here. This card definitely isn't square. It's definitely not square, Nikki. I know. Does it look square? It might do look a bit odd. It definitely isn't. Okay. This board measures slightly differently to how my trimmer is measuring as well. So once we've done that, you can fold the card. Oh, see, I've done it wrong. I knew I was going to do this. Oh, Angela, what have you done? Which means I've told you it's all wrong as well, because I'm an idiot. How did that just fall? How have I just folded mine wrong? Yeah, 10.5 and 4. So it should be perfectly right. Ten and a half. And so how come my card isn't long enough? How come my card isn't long enough? Well, as long as you've got the right size card, you're all right. Holy moly. I will just cut this again. So as long as you had 25.1, you're okay. That is what I said. Where's my little notebook gone? See? There it is. So as long as you've got 25.1, I haven't got 25. No. It's 25.1 by the size of the card, as I said this morning, is 25.1 by 14.8 is how big the card is. So it's 25.1 long and 14, which is what you should have had. Okay, Susan. Good luck with your phone. And 14 point, what was it? 8. My card isn't big enough. I don't know why my card hasn't cut big enough. Okay. Yes, Nikki, it would have to be. You want 4 centimeters in from one end and 10.5 centimeters in from the other end. Good, Lucinda. It's my card that was wrong. Your card should be right. So it's 10.5 and then it's 4 centimeters. That's why I actually turned the card, because you need to have this extra 0.1 for the fold. That's what it is. Okay. So it's 25.1 millimeter. And that 0.1 is important. So what am I scoring at? 10.5. So much for me prepping my stuff for you. And then that's why I turn it over and then do the 4 to make sure you've got that extra 1 point, that 0.1. There we go. That's it. Because if you folded yours, you've got a little gap here away from the fold, which means this will fold flatter. Does that make sense? I will video this now, but this has just gone haywire. So when you fold it, you should have a card that folds like this. Yeah. And you're all right with your calculations. My card was too small. How I kept my card too small, I've no idea. Clearly wasn't paying attention when I was prepping the stuff for you. So you should have a card. Yeah, you've all got this. That folds in half. So this part of the card is basically your A6 size. And then you've got a little bit of room there, just that 0.1, that will then bring this fold over here. Yeah? Good. Does everybody have that? Yeah, got it. Excellent. So let me just check out. Where's my other piece gone? Oh yeah, I've just put my score away underneath that. Then your little mini topper is scored at 7.5 centimeters, which I can't use this for. Stampin' Up, obviously, they don't like you using that bit. So I need to use this one. So 7.5 centimeters. Okay, and we can score. So you can't see this. So I'm just scoring at 7.5 centimeters. All right. And then fold that in half as well. And if you have a bone folder handy, it might help just to get it flat. There we go. Yay! All right, Nikki and Nicola. Everybody else okay? Yes, excellent. Pauline's got it. I'll just go back to bed. Why did you do that? I don't know. Okay. So the way you're going to do the card, I've got it facing me for a minute. Actually, let me do it facing you. Okay, so your card the flap sits on the right hand side of the card. Yeah. And then your little mini topper will sit on that bit, and it opens the other way to how you would normally open the card. Does that make sense? So it opens this way. So when that's glued down, it opens, and then this card opens that way. And you need to bear that in mind when we're about to put the paper on. Okay? So if your paper's got to go the right way round, you need it so that your topper opens from left to right, if you like, rather than from, yeah, you know what I mean, don't you? So instead of the card opening right to left, like we would normally do, your little mini topper needs to open left to right. Does that make sense? Okay, hopefully you're with me. So now decide where you want to put your papers. I did suggest that the front panel and the front flap were the same. You don't have to, but it just means it looks like pretty cohesive, that, you know, that we've got a look that looks similar. Yeah, so we can glue those two down, making sure you've got the right size. So one of your panels is slightly larger, only by a millimeter, and that one goes in the middle. So let's do the front two first. So we'll do the front main panel and the front flap. Okay, let's glue them down. I am using wet glue for this. Oh, Ian, good job I've got my glue on. Ooh, let's get that straight. One of these days I'm going to find a trimmer that actually, don't worry about that, that actually cuts true. The larger sizes go on top of what, Pauline? So you've got 3 larger panels of papers cut that will give you about 2 millimeters all the way around. I'm going to have to do now. One of them is slightly larger. So one of them was at, what was the paper? 2 of them are at 10.1 by 14.4, and then one is at 14.4 by 10 by 2. And it's the 10.1. Yeah, so you've got, okay, you should have 3 larger panels like this, Pauline. Right, okay, I've got one stuck down now. So you should have 3 larger panels. One of them, these two, are 14.4 by 10.1, and this one is 14.4 by 10.2. So you need to keep this one marked as the middle and just put it to the side for the minute, and then put the other one to the side and just use one of the larger panels on what would be the outside of the card. And then we want a strip that we then line up on the front. Is everybody there? So get it level with the other piece. My trimmer is no good. Okay. Right, are we at that point? So I'm just going to have a drink. I seem to have got glue everywhere. I'll just get this off. Right, then on the inside of the card, with it facing you, with the flap to the right, your smaller, the other larger piece that's slightly smaller goes there, and then your middle piece, and I call it, is the middle panel here, middle panel between these two. Hopefully that makes sense to everybody. Don't know which way to have that around now. Not that too much of it's going to show. So you have that, and then your last panel piece. Try one panel. Does that make sense? Okay, so now you can, so this piece is the same as size as the front piece. This piece is slightly larger, and then you've got your internal flat piece that goes there. All right, so we glue them down. I know it sounds like I'm making this a lot harder than it is. I will do another video for you over the top. I'll put it on my iPad so that I'll video it above me, which hopefully will be easier for you to see. And pop this one in. Keeping them pretty even, pretty level, and then your third strip, your little strip at the end. On the inside, and your two pieces on the outside. Yeah. Now it does make it thicker depending on your card, so you might have to weight this down, but we're going to tie it anyway, so that's fine. Okay. So if we were doing this, if you're doing this at home, which you are doing at home, but not following me to get it finished by a set time, you might want to put a heavier weight on it or something just to help it fold, or even give it another burnish. Our facing you needs to open from the left to the right. Okay, and then you decide on 3 of them. If you've got very fine paper, you might be able to get away with putting it on the back on the 4th one. It's up to you. You can either do that because it's quicker than getting the trimmer out again and cutting it once it's on. It's entirely up to you. I might do that for speed on this case. So decide which ones you want together. I'm going to have those in, and then that one on the back and this one on the front, and then add them as well. So if your paper is directional, make sure it's opening in. And then she's going to sit on there like that. So all 4 pieces. I hope you all didn't have too much trouble deciding on which piece of paper you were going to use. And then I am going to put mine on the back, but I can go through what you do. I think you'll all know what to do. This paper isn't too bad. The other piece was a lot thicker that I used. So, are we all right with that? Yes, Nikki. A couple of other people have said to me, I don't know what paper to use. I know, tricky. Tricky. And it's the paper and then whatever the image is as well. So does it all map? Does it match? Then the colours of the paper, it's all colours of your toppers. The topper, Sheila, is 15 centimetres by 7.5. So it's 15 centimetres by... Oh, excellent, Lucinda. I'll have to try that one. Okay, so we can now add the toppers. Now, your toppers may not be ready to go on. Ridiculous. So, with the toppers done, my one goes in here. So you can see that we would fit them like this. I'll just go through it. I won't do all the gluing. In fact, I won't glue all these down properly because I'll keep them for the one I'm going to video for you. So making sure that the middle panel, your white topper one that was for the middle, does go onto your middle panel, the one on the front, the one that goes on the front. It sits like, okay, my iPad keeps churning away for the internet, I think, so hopefully you are seeing this. So that's where, Nikki, could be the weather, could be the weather. Right, and then you can take your, now, when you're going to do your toppery bit, if you haven't covered the back, then glue that one down first so it sits like that. And then measure your space here. And you need to cut it 4 millimeters shorter. So you have 2 millimeters high. So it'd be 4 millimeters off. So it'd be 7.1 high, but it's how wide it is here. So you just need to take, measure it and then take 4 millimeters off, 2 millimeters per side. And I'll go through. Okay, Brenda, so's mine. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing, but otherwise I'll do a video for you to make this up, okay? All right, we all are. So it doesn't look like the video on my Mac, on the actual Mac is okay. It's what's coming through on the iPads. So with that glued in place, and you can do it either way, but that's how you do that. But you might want to put your toppers on first before you do that. So your two toppers would go, whichever toppers you want in the middle will go in the middle. Once they're in, glue it down. Okay, so you glue it down wherever's the best way to glue it. If you haven't added your paper, do your paper. And then before you put this topper down, this is where you need to think about your ribbon or how you're going to tie it. So in this case, I was going to put some baker's twine on. Here, I've got the ribbon. So as you can see, for the ribbon, it lays much flatter actually than baker's twine. So it's underneath this this topper here. And then I have the longest piece wrapping around the back and tying to the what would be the left. So you tie it to the left. Okay. So you need that under this topper. Then that keeps the mini card closed as well. This one I was going to do slightly differently, and I was just going to pop it on like this with the baker's twine longer this side, and then I was going to wrap it this way. Or if you make it really long, you can do 2 wraps. See what I mean? Or however long you want and however many times you wrap it, and then you can choose to tie it whichever side you want. So it's just an alternative. Because this is slightly smaller, this is thinner, baker's twine obviously is not as wide as ribbon, I would probably wrap it a couple of times around. So I need a bit more room, a bit more thread, should I say. And then we can wrap it and then tie. Oops, missed it. Okay, and then tie it here. This side this time, or whichever side you want. It doesn't really matter which side you tie it. I was just going to do it differently to the other one. Does that make sense? So then you would end up tying your baker's twine off this side. Really want to strangle her, but there we go. And that would be your card. Does that make sense? Is everybody happy with that? Any questions? And then if I tie this off. I'll just cut this off. Any questions? Can I open it? Certainly. So when it's open, oh, I can open it if I don't knock the baker's twine when I'm undoing it. And then I'm going to unwrap the twine. And then this would open this way. Get rid of that for a minute. This would open this way. With those tags open there. And then the large one would open, oops, see where it went wrong, this way. Is that what you wanted, Nikki? Can you show the ribbon one again? Yeah. So here's the ribbon one, which I tied this side. Hang on, let me bring it here, and then I can tie it properly for you. There you go. So there's the ribbon one. Okay, and then here's this one. So that's the inside of this one. Is that what you wanted? Okay. Is that okay for everyone? Does everybody, because it's quite straightforward once you know where every piece is going and how you're going to put it on. Okay, so you're all right, Nikki? You're okay, Sue? Nikki Berry, does that answer your question for opening it? Was it this one you wanted open? Okay, any questions? Oh, what have we got here? Okay, it's all right there. Okay, Moya, the little topper. Here you go. So here's the little topper. On my first one, on this one, the ribbon one, I actually put a sentiment in here. So I had happy birthday. You don't have to put pictures. You can put anything you want in there. Oops, let's bring that back so you can see it. So you can see us. Sure, you can go as large or as small as you want on your topper areas to show more of your designer paper. These could have come down a lot lower actually. I've shown more on this one, so as you can see, I've shown a lot more on this one. Yeah. There we go. So that's actually 9 centimeters. I did lop 7 millimeters off, so it's entirely up to you. If you want it narrower or you want it wide, you want more of your DSP showing, then you can cut these to any size. Okay, Lucinda. Any other questions? These toppers. Any questions from anybody? Okay, I'll do a video and I'll put all the measurements up again, so you can see I might trim these so they're smaller as well. So it's going to be tricky on these little ones. But I may just leave it so you get a different look. So you've got one look with wider DSP and one look with narrower DSP. Okay. No? Is everybody happy with that? Yes, the Ivy stamp, this Ivy stamp, Brenda, is All and Create. It's an All and Create stamp by Tracy Evans. The mini no, Pauline, you don't have to cut the mini card down. The mini card is 15 centimeters by 7.5 centimeters. Score at 7.5 centimeters, and then you can add your toppers. And then your paper is 2 millimeters. It's 4 millimeters shorter, and then your toppers. I've done these about 4 millimeters again, although on this one they are slightly smaller. So if you want to cut them down slightly before you finish, so you see more DSP, you can. But the mini topper, I haven't. The mini card, I actually haven't. What was the question you asked? No. So the mini card doesn't get cut down again. The only thing that gets cut is if you're going to do. It's the wrong way on, isn't it? So it's that way on. The only thing you do is the backing paper may need cutting down depending on how you stick it. So on this one, this paper was thicker than this paper I'm using here. All right, so I've cut this one down, as you can see there. Good. Right, okie dokie. Any other questions? Thanks again. I can do another one in 2 weeks. Would everybody like another one in 2 weeks? Are you happy to do it every 2 weeks at the moment? I am. If you want a break, I can break. If you want it in 2 weeks, I'm happy to do it in 2 weeks. Yeah, Nikki, I think some of mine are as well. Yes, please do another one. All right, okie dokie, I will. I'll have a think I'll have a think for you. That I will do a video showing how to put all this together with all the toppers finished. Okay, so that you can go straight to that with all the sizes. So I hope that's okay. Yeah, Nikki, I think my okay, Lucinda. Well, have a lovely time with your mum. Maybe the pair of you can craft together. Get Bethany joining in as well. But have a lovely time with your mum. I'll do a video so you can see what's going on with this one, and I'll just tie this one up again so that it finishes on this one. as I said, and then I'll do the vid I'll do the video with the other bits and pieces, and I'll go over the sizes for you. There we go. All right. It's all right, Megan. Okay, Lucinda. All right. Well, have a lovely time. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing your finished cards with all the different headings and things, that all the different toppers you've done. Looks very interesting. So I'll catch up with you again soon. Okay then, thank you. Bye bye.